Hello, I'm Christine. Welcome to Book Talk. Today we are here to discuss ALLY CONDIE's novel, Matched. Matched is the story of a young girl in a dystopian society. You know how it is. In her society, everything is controlled. From when you die, to how much you eat, what you eat. You can't run in public. It's really obnoxious. And the people just don't really realize how bad it is until, you know, that they do. The country is called the society. In the society, at 17, you're matched with the person that you will marry. You don't get to pick, it's just a thing that happens and everyone's excited about it. You're matched based on genes, interests, everything is combined to make basically super best genetic possibilities. They just want all the people in their country, the society, to be super awesome people who are healthy and live really long, strong lives and are really attractive. I don't think there's an ugly person in this book. Yep, then stuff happens, some people get in trouble, things go down. That's all I'm giving you. What happened? What's going on with my hair right now? I had low expectations and I came out like, oh my god, I just cried like 50 times, so I'm really glad I read it. And if that doesn't convince you, you know, Cassandra Clare, this futuristic fable of love and free will asks, can there be freedom without choice? The tale of Cassia's journey from acceptance to rebellion will draw you in and leave you wanting more. Exciting stuff! Anyway, if you haven't read Matched, leave now, please. Okay. I cried about 1,000,000 times. Let's go through my crying points in this book. We got Grandpa dying, which is just really, really sad because he's being forced to die. And I knew there was freaking poison in his food. Those bitches. I can't. The artifacts were taken. I was literally bawling. Maybe they were selling them to get more money for war. Ugh. Just that library part. And I've thought about this before, how in the future will people even learn to write, you know, because just typing is becoming the thing. Here, all they know how to do is tap. I think that whole process with Kai teaching her was just so beautiful. It just made me so emotional. And when she wrote her name for the first time, oh, I love that part when, I want to teach you the letter K, and she's like, what could be next, Y? And he's like, yes. So, aww. I really liked Kai. We can compare him kind of to Alex in the Delirium series if we're gonna do that, but you can't because we got so much background on Kai. I love the napkin thing. Oh, it's so sad. When we were watching that movie with him, he was crying, and when Xander laughed at it, it was like that they don't know that that existed, that could be real. They're like, it's so over-dramatized. Meanwhile, it's like something that actually happened. It's actual footage. Like their last hiking trip, maybe? Or the second to last hiking trip? And she writes in the ground, I love you, in cursive. Oh, it was the cutest thing. I was just very much crying. I'm so glad she learned to write. And it's weird. It's so weird to think about not creating things yourself. How all her words are not hers. Oh my god. The part when she gave the grandpa that poem, and he was like disappointed, and she was like, oh my god, I can't think of anything worse than disappointing him. Oh, the tears. When Kai was taken, of course, that was really sad, and she was running after him, and like eyes. Oh, and then the red pill. What did you think the red pill did? In the beginning, I was like, oh my god, they gave him death pills, but then as I got to know the society better, then I was like, oh, you know, it's probably like a memory wiper. I like that it's only 12 hours. It's not like a clean slate. It's not like a neuralizer that they can just tell you whatever the heck they want. I guess it kind of is like a neuralizer because they gotta fill in the gaps. Okay, let's not do that. Her parents match, and it turned out really well. They're all just very, very understanding. They love each other, and just that was so nice in this book. I was really expecting there to be like a rule against love or something. Throughout the whole thing, I'm trying to figure out kind of what year this is. Her thing is from 1940. I don't know, it seems like we're not very past present day time. Imagine you have 100 songs and no one sings. No one sings. There are no singers. There's no entertainment, basically. The showings are just propaganda showings. But how nice the society is. Seriously, get a name. God. At least Alea has a name. Alea. Name it after the president. Oh, I wonder how that works. Do they have a president? There's this one sentence in the book. Sundays are for work. And it was just a direct contradiction of how the world is now. They got a curfew. The monitoring the dreams thing. Ridiculous. I hate how they call their clothes plain clothes. The eating thing would really piss me off. This whole twist at the end. Her official, she lied and this was whole big con experiment. I loved when she figured out that she was lying because it wasn't. Something happened. A rebel did it, I bet. They've got to have people infiltrated in the regular world. That has to be a thing. That's how it's gonna come down, because that's what happens in the dystopian novel, you know, they bring it down. Okay, should we talk about Xander? Xander. Why isn't it with a Z? Why is it with an X? Why? I was really happy in the beginning when she was paired with Xander. Oh, they're best friends. Xander's a really nice person though. When he gave her the stuff at the end, I was crying. Literally the whole last 50 pages, I was just in tears. Cycles, like I'd just stop crying and then I'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe this. The calming tablet really freaked me out. I thought that was gonna be like the uglies, how when you get the operation, you kind of are a sheep, you don't argue. All of her family really is on the verge of rebelling, and that they join together and, you know, send her to that place. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next one, really. I don't understand how exactly she's gonna find Kai. When they sat there with their artifacts and oh, do you like how she's like the outer provinces and then the other countries, capital other, capital countries. They don't get their own names, just the other countries. You get to pick your match, then what next? You get to pick where you work? You get to pick when you get to die? Huh? That doesn't sound so unreasonable, ma'am. So, calm your jets. I really hope they get their artifacts back eventually. Steal them. Steal them! Oh my god, the do not go gentle. How did I not even touch on this? Every time she was like, I will not go gentle on the light, I started crying. This whole book talk is like, oh my god, this book, and then I was crying, and then this, and then I cried. But I did. Oh, I love the way she writes. It's very easy to read, this book. Even though it's simple and it's easy to read, she has these really strong images that she puts in your mind. There's that one where she's like, I'm a river of want, trapped in this pool in the shape of a girl. I'm not gonna go gentle. And I was like, don't you go gentle, Cassia, don't! You bite those bitches back in their asses and So I liked this book. Let's theorize about what's gonna happen across, even though you probably know already, but I don't. So Kai's last letter to her about not going gentle. Oh my god, I was crying my eyes out. I just want her to run off. I was expecting her to run off from the city immediately, but we don't really know how to get out because there's no transportation, only the air trains, because I guess we fucked up the earth. There were some warmings, as mentioned briefly. I hope it's not a whole book of them being separated, and by them I mean Kai and Cassia. I don't know if we're gonna see Xander, if they're gonna escape. I don't know how this rebellion is gonna form because it seems like the society is so in control. There's no independent transportation. I mean, I didn't hear about anything about bikes. There was the stationary bikes and those trackers, which are treadmills. Come on, tracker, really? How are they gonna gather together? How are they gonna even talk to each other? There's only one computer called the port. We don't have any personal computers, like what the heck? They talked about how technology failed them, but humans won't. I wonder what happened. I love to hear the backstories of how they went down, and we never really get it. In the Hunger Games, what do we hear? That there was some nuclear bombings and then the end. Maybe we'll get the answer eventually, but it seems like they destroyed all the fucking history, so. Stupid bitches of the future. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought of the book. Theories for Cross. If you haven't read it yet, please don't spoil me. I will be reading it ASAP. Thanks for watching. I'm Christine. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @XTINEMAY. Thanks for watching. I just said that. Okay, bye! And an optimal, you know, jeans. Oh, my dog is drinking water. If you haven't read MASH, leave now because, you know, you don't want to be spoiled. It's a nice read and I really enjoyed it and you will enjoy it, I think, hopefully. I hope. Is my Britney Spears face?